Columbus, Georgia. This is your City Council. Mayor TERESA Tomlinson. City Manager Isaiah Hughley. Pops Barnes, District 1. Glenn Davis, District 2. Bruce Huff, District 3. Evelyn Turner Pugh, Mayor Pro Tem and District 4. Mike Baker, District 5. Gary Allen, District 6. Mimi Woodson, District 7. Walker Garrett, District 8. Judy Thomas, Post 9 at-large Counselor. Connie Washington, Clerk of Council. And City Attorney Clifton Fay. Columbus, Georgia, this is your City Council.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the March 6th meeting of the Columbus City Council. Tonight is our proclamation and resolution night. It's a night in which we celebrate you and the extraordinary things you do for this community. We're so glad to have you with us. We have some very special recognitions this evening, so we're not going to delay, but we're going to start off as we do every time we come together. We have someone from our community who's going to bring us an invocation consistent with his faith tradition, and I want to introduce Chaplain Don McClevey of the St. Francis Hospital here in Columbus, Georgia, and ask you, Chaplain, if you'll come forward to the podium. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you. Good to see you all. Let's pray. Great God, thank you for the mayor. Thank you for the city council. Thank you for their families and the service that they give to our community. Thank you for law enforcement and firefighters and paramedics who also serve our community so well. We want to really pray for those who in our country who are in places around the Northeast and the Midwest that are suffering from storms, severe winds, loss of power, loss of life. We want to especially remember them right now. And we do pray, Lord, for these proclamations, and thank you for the recognition that's coming to people that deserve it, for their leadership, for their good work, and the benefit that they bring to this community. Thank you for all of this, and we thank you most of all for yourself, for giving us all good things to enjoy in this life. And we're grateful in your great name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. Now we have a special treat. We have our Rigdon Road Elementary School after-school program. I'm going to ask them to come forward. If you all would please come forward as we practice beforehand. And they're going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. As they come forward, if you all would stand and prepare for them to lead us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, great job. Well, let's take a moment and let you all introduce yourselves. If you would, tell us your name and how old you are. Sorry. Oh, you want to be facing the camera so everybody can see you. Yeah, there you go. What's your name?
Skylar Johnson. I'm 4 years old.
All right.
Martha Broxton, 9 years old.
Aubrey Roberts, 9 years old.
Amanda Rambo, 7 years old.
Lamaria Boris, 6 years old. Nyla Walton, first.
You can say first grade. First grade? Yeah. How old?
And 6 years old.
6 years old, okay.
Kingston Emmanuel, 5.
5, okay.
Julius Jones, 4.
4, okay. What's your name? What's your name?
Jaden.
And how old are you?
5.
5. Okay. All right.
My name's David McKay. I'm from Rigdon Road. I'm activity leader at After School Program, and thanks for having us today.
You bet, sir. Introduce yourself. Yes, sir.
I'm Lee from Community Schools After School Program.
Thank you for what you all do. It is so important. You're raising our future leaders. I won't embarrass her by saying so, but one of the crowd told me she's going to be mayor. So I told her I'm going to keep the seat warm for her. We've got some parents and some friends and supporters. If you're with the Rigdon Road After School Program, please stand up. Thank you all. Raising our next generation of leaders. Thank you for coming, and we'll invite you all back real soon, okay? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I'm in my last year, but thank you for the sentiment. Okay. All right. Well, now we're going to jump into our proclamation session. The first one, Councilor Huff is going to present. We want to call forward a special and a surprise proclamation for Film Day. We want to call Bradford May to the podium, please. And Peter, you all want to come and support Mr. May? And Councilor Huff, the floor is yours.
Well, thank you, Mayor. I appreciate it, City Council. Thank you very much. I'm a Hollywood filmmaker. I make television movies, and I'm very, very interested in bringing movies to your lovely city, and that's why I'm here. I look forward to Peter taking me around and showing me what he has here that for this particular film that I'm getting ready to do now, and many others. I make movies for Hallmark and Lifetime through my own company. I've been doing it for 46 years, not all of that. I started as a cinematographer. My next movie that I do long form will be my 90th, and I love leaving things behind, and I love making family value movies, and that's what I've been able to do in the last 9 years. So I'm very proud of that. I'm proud that all the families can watch these movies together when there's so much other things going on in the world which we need to be taken away from. So yeah. I appreciate you having me tonight and hosting me, and I look forward to working in your beautiful city, and I thank you very much.
Well, we're so glad to have you here. Don't run away. We got a special presentation. Councilor Huff.
Don't go anywhere.
Okay, I'm not going.
Thank you so much for being in the city
and
selecting our city.
Thank you, sir.
To work in. We started out this talking about this, Mayor, I guess about 2011 or 12 time frame, that Georgia as a whole is a state, but Columbus had an opportunity for people to take a look at us and get involved in the movie and film industry.
Right.
And Mr. Peter Bowden, besides you, he used to come and make presentations to us to advise us that we needed to reach out to you and others like you. So thank you for being here, and the proclamation reads, whereas film and entertainment in Georgia is a $9 billion industry, whereas Georgia is the third largest among U.S. states for film and entertainment production, and whereas Columbus was one of the first communities in Georgia designated as a camera-ready community in 2010 through the governor's office, and whereas Columbus Convention and Visitors Bureau became the liaison with the Georgia Film Office to bring film and entertainment production to Columbus, and whereas through the program of work of the Columbus Convention and Visitors Bureau and other film-related initiatives conducted by the Columbus State University and the Georgia Film Academy, the Way Down Film Festival, Spring Opera House's Film Institute, the Way Down Film Society, and others, Columbus is getting the attention by filmmakers. And whereas director and cinematographer Bradford May, recognized for 80 bodies of work in filmmaking such as For Lady Against the Odds, NCIS, Favorite Son, and many others. And whereas Bradford May has selected Columbus, Georgia, and other Georgia communities for scouting locations for his next project. And whereas Bradford May is currently working with the Georgia Film Office, the Georgia Film Academy, Columbus State University, the Columbus Convention and Visitors Bureau, and the Columbus Film Commission for site selection and strategic planning. Now therefore, TERESA Pike Tomlinson, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, March 6, 2018, as Bradford May Day.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Quite an honor, and I'm humbled, and I thank you very much. I'm hoping that we can do business, and I'll do everything in my power to try to bring film and teach and make movies here in your beautiful city. So let's all get together and make it all happen.
Thank you
I
so
very
much. Peter, did
Mayor,
you have
thank
anything that you all wanted to say or introduce? Yep. Okay. Well, y'all come on around. Yes, introduce yourselves.
Yeah, this Peter Bowden with Visit Columbus GA, and this is Kristen Melling. She's actually the person who has made this possible. She came to us, started attending our regular film meetings, and brought Bradford and the possibility of what he can bring to Columbus to our attention. And so that's why there's this intense scouting trip going on right now in Columbus. So again, I want to thank council, mayor, your office, and everyone else for the support of this. It's an extraordinary week for us, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Peter. And Kristen, of course, deserves a lot of the credit for being here and getting me here. So obviously, she's a terrific conduit and a wonderful producer, and we look forward to all that we're going to do.
We've got Councilor Pops Barnes, and we're going to present you the proclamation. Councilor Barnes.
And Peter, I just want to thank you for your untiring efforts over the years and for reaching out to Mr. May. I appreciate you. And Mr. May, now,
yes,
in case you need a distinguished-looking grandfatherly type, I know you do. I know you do. You said family pictures. You know, grandfatherly type.
Well, you know something? Let's make that happen. Let's make that happen.
Coming around, Mr. May. Let's shake your hand.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Really is. I'm honored. I really am. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations. We have several here from
Oh,
the
my
team.
gosh.
Yeah.
I will cherish it. Are you kidding? So I don't think you're old enough to play grandfather.
Oh, I like you now. I like you.
I wouldn't cast. God bless everybody. Thank you. Oh, I'd love to get a picture with you. Absolutely. Can we all get together?
Sure, we can do that.
Let me come up there. Once in a lifetime deal, right?
There we go. Oh, those ranks are up there.
Come on, Kristen. Peter, do you have to take it? I'm good. Oh, my gosh. All right. Come on, man. Yes.
All right.
Ready? Yes. Hollywood. Yes, we hope so.
Great. Thank you. You bet. Good to see you all. Hey, honey. All right. Next, we have a special recognition for Chief Deputy Jim McClendon, and we would like to call Mr. McClendon and his family and friends forward, please. And Councilor Thomas is going to present this proclamation.
Mayor, if I could, I'm going to ask Sheriff Tompkins to come and all of the other deputies who are in the audience. How about you all come up? I know some of these guys worked with Chief McClendon when he was our deputy chief, and so y'all all come up and let's be here with him. Chief, I was telling one of the guys, I know that you have retired, but you are probably like my dad. My dad was a firefighter for 36 years, and he retired from the Columbus Fire Department, but he never quit being a fireman. And I know that you have retired from the sheriff's office, but you haven't stopped being a deputy, have you? Didn't think so. Well, I'm delighted to read this into the record. Whereas Chief Deputy Jim H. McClendon began his distinguished career with the Muskogee County Sheriff's Office on January 8, 1968, as a deputy sheriff. And whereas Jim was promoted to the rank of sergeant on January 1, 1974, and promoted to the rank of lieutenant on March the 1st, 1980, and was appointed to the position of chief deputy on August 2nd, 1980. And whereas to his fellow employees, Jim was known as a fair and caring leader of the Muskogee County Sheriff's Office. And whereas Chief Deputy Jim McClendon retired on October 31st, 1996, with 28 years of commendable dedication to the Muskogee County Sheriff's Office and maintains his sworn status to this day. And whereas Chief Deputy Jim McClendon will celebrate these 50 years of law enforcement service to the citizens of Muskogee County on January 8th, 2018. And whereas all citizens of Muskogee County are forever grateful for the years of service and safety Chief Deputy McClendon has provided to our community. Now, therefore, TERESA Pike Tomlinson, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, does hereby proclaim Tuesday, March the 6th, 2018, as Chief Deputy Jim H. McClendon Day. Congratulations.
Please, sir, say a few words.
Thank you, ma'am. First, I'd like to thank the good sheriff for swearing me in first of the year, and that gave me that 50 years. As I approached the 50-year mark, I never thought about it until it was really on me. I never thought that I was special for anything, but it's very humbling for me to stand here before you and you recognizing me in this manner. But I looked at it as being my career as being blessed and a privilege, because I got to meet people that I never would meet in any other way. I had I feel like a great working, friendly relation with the council, the mayor, city manager like my friend Isaiah, judges of all levels, attorneys here in Columbus. I got the opportunity to shake the hand of 3 presidents. I got to know some of the governors. In fact, Governor Miller came to Columbus enough that we got on first name basis. He'd call me Jim and I'd call him Governor. So it's truly been a blessing to me to start with the office prior to consolidation and watching the 2 governments merge and finally reach the point where the consolidated governor of Columbus was running smooth. Wow. And I was glad I was part of it. And I thank you very much.
Wow.
Thank you.
What a tremendous public servant. 50 years. That's amazing. And thank you for that. Did you want to introduce a few folks? You got
My wife, Diana.
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks like there's a special lady over there. What's your wife's name? Diane?
Diana. Yes,
Diana.
she put up with a lot.
Yeah, right.
Because
oh, well, Diana,
I
we
let
know
that
you're
department
proud.
be one of the most important things in my life. And that probably hurt the relation sometimes at home because it was number one.
Sure. Sometimes that you have to do what you have to do, particularly when you're in the field of public safety, and that's what we so appreciate. Sheriff, did you want to say anything? Or
I just want to thank the council for the proclamation. You know, I truly believe in giving honor and dignity to those that deserve it and respect, and we're just very thankful to have his years of experience and wisdom to pass on to us. You know, when I came to work, he was the chief deputy, so you know, a lot of history there, and we're just appreciative of him. And thank you for recognizing him.
And thank you for having your team here, too. Mr. McClendon, come on around and let us shake your hand. Let's give him a round of applause, folks. We're going to get your good side over here. Let's turn around and look at the mic there. Thank you. Congratulations.
Good to see you.
Always good to see you. Always.
Well, those of you all who faithfully watch our 5- and 6-hour council meetings heard announced last time that there was a very special award for one of our stores here in Columbus, a store that almost didn't come here because the national corporate office was not so sure that we were worthy, and we twisted a few arms, and we provided some information, and now they've won a very special award. So we're going to let Councilor Mimi Woodson read a proclamation, but we want to ask Ms. Pugh, Mr. Themes, who's the whole team. Yeah, y'all come on up. Everybody with Walmart, y'all come on up.
Well, thank you, Mayor. While they're coming up, this is such an exciting proclamation to be rewarded today. We did have a hard time trying to get a Walmart to South Columbus, and we finally did. And there was a lot of spectacle about it. A lot of people say it wasn't going to work, you know, it was going to be dirty, they were going to have all kinds of robberies, all kinds of negative things. But this group here, this group right here, Store 1338 showed them that they can make it happen, and that Walmart picked the right place with the right group of people to make it successful. Yeah. So today, I'm just very proud, and I wish Evelyn was here because she fought very hard, and Nathan and a couple other of the Red McDaniel, a couple of the old council members. We fought for a long time, and we finally got it, and now it's in Councilor Bruce Huff's district now. But it's just, it doesn't matter where it's at. The excitement is that it was in South Columbus. The excitement it is that they are the #1 store for the year.
Wow.
And that is the greatest accomplishment that we can say to y'all. Yeah. So with great honor, I want to read this proclamation, but I'm going to warn you now, some of these names I'm going to mess up real bad. I'm going to tell y'all that right now. Chriswell, I practice yours, but I'll probably mess it up because I get nervous. But anyway, I would like to read this proclamation where it says, out of 120 stores in the Region 2 market, our very own Walmart Supercenter on Victory Drive, Store 1338, received the Store of the Year in Region 2. And whereas the Victory Drive location opened for business on June the 22nd, 2016, with Ms. Cochelle Pugh as store manager and her management team, Willie Ben, Hannah Victory, Lakeisha Cardwell, Kenny Banks, Yamam Brown Henderson, Colossa Morris. I told you I was going to batch these up. Christina Reynolds, Eddie Jones Jr., Charles Bird, Tamika Dunlap, Matthew Jones, and oh my God, y'all have to help me with this one. Jazina, along with a total of 287 associates. And whereas Ms. Pugh and her management team transferred from the Buena Vista Road location, Ms. Pugh operated both locations, Victory Drive and Buena Vista Road, while awaiting the grand opening of the Walmart Super Walmart 1338 on Victory Drive. Whereas many opposed to the opening of Victory Drive location, saying it was not going to be successful, Ms. Pugh and her management team has proven everybody wrong. And whereas Walmart Store 1338 has exceeded all expectation by their awards Store of the Year and their achievement and above standard visit from Walmart Regional Manager Paul Linkwood. And whereas Walmart Store 1338 proudly partnered with Dorothy Heights Elementary School and Davis Broadcast Included for a big support on many of their organization, community inclusion, neighborhood recruiting, teen challenge, Angel Hearts, Life Changes Outreach, True Hope Ministry, Godly Life Store Tower, and Prime Youth South, Sports and South, General Heat, AA and Youth Basketball, and to say the Tri-City Latino Festival. I could keep naming more and more things that Walmart has done. Everybody knocks on their door, and this team is open arms. Whereas Walmart Store 1338, our sponsor of the Women's Empowerment Luncheon, Needy Children's Christmas Party, Tri-City Latino Festa, Frank Chester Recreation Center, Girls Inc., Columbus, and JB Believers Incorporated. Whereas Ms. Pugh believes in participating with key success for the protection of Walmart Store 1338 has partnered with Columbus High School for their program of excellent student engaged students in the reality of work and providing them with a sense of understanding and the importance as well as to learn certain skills as they relate to working in the retail and automobile industrial. And whereas the citizens of Columbus recognizes the contribution made by under Ms. Pugh's leadership and acknowledge Market at the regional manager of Walmart Store 1388, Shaw McGlenn, market manager, and Paulson regional manager. Now therefore, I, Teresa Pipe Thomas, and Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, March 6, 2018 as Walmart Supercenter Store 1338 Day.
Wow.
Wow.
Please say a few words and introduce your team.
Oh, my.
Yeah, because I botched them names.
Yes, let me introduce the team that I can honestly say, if not for this team, we would not be where we are today. So I am humbled and thankful for everything, every day for the team that I have. I wouldn't trade them for the world. Ben Thames is my co-manager. Ms. Doretha, Ms. Doris is my cash office associate. Brianna is one of our supervisors. Hannah Vickery is an assistant. Ken Banks, Lakeisha Caldwell, Charles Bird, Myra Brown, Cornelius Morris, Christy Reynolds, Miss Fanny is my personnel manager, and Jazinda.
Oh, great.
This is your 1338. I could say 1,000 words, but this is not about me.
Yeah.
This is about the team. So I want you to hear from them more than myself today.
Yeah. All right.
Because I want them to tell you how grateful we are for allowing us to be here and how thankful we are that you guys recognize the hard work we put in day to day, trying to keep that store where it needs to be and create greatness for everyone and something to be proud of every day.
It is busy all day long. I mean, you can't go by there without it just being buzzing.
Yes, ma'am.
All day. Does anybody have anything they want to say, share with us?
Everybody.
Just one or two 5-minute speeches.
Come on, Ben.
My name is Ben Thames. I'm the co-manager at Store 1338. Just want to thank all of Columbus for embracing the store on Victory Drive. You know, it wasn't always easy at that location. It wasn't always easy just getting us into that area. We have a lot of people on the council to thank for getting us there, and all of the customers that come through every single day that spend their money in our building. Very, very proud to say that I've been a part of Walmart 1338, and thank you all.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? All right, we've got a few counselors. Counselor Huff.
Oh, you got someone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Hey, 1338 is a store that strives for excellence. My store manager pushes that. We're there more hours. They have a saying in Walmart, if you're not at home, you're at Walmart. We're like a family. Some of us, I just got threatened by I was just sitting down. But it's love, and we actually work together. My store manager pushes us to the max just to get to what we got to be. So it's blood, sweat, tears. I got scars on my hands now, and it's something that I'm proud of at the end of the day, and we're all proud of as a team, as a family. So this is something I'm proud to be a part of. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, we've got a few counselors lined up. I want to say a few words. Counselor Huff.
Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. I know some of you all being here today put two and two together now on who I am and where I come from. Because I think they thought I was applying for a part-time job because I come through all the time. And I probably should have, since for the number of hours I spend there. But I am so grateful, along with this council, the mayor, and the city, for what you've done, with your job that you're doing at that location. I come and go all the time. Some days I come through to pick up little items. Some days I come through to do real shopping. And you seem to have everything that I'm looking for at all times. If you don't have it, you take time to go find it for me. So I'm appreciative to all of you. The staff and everybody has always been very nice, very courteous, and willing to go get things. Some things I think I'm bothering you, and I want to go do it myself, and you all go do it for me anyway. So first of all, Ms. Pugh, your family, where are they?
They are here.
Stand, please. This is the other side of her life that I talk about all the time. Her husband and the kids, they are there with her all the time, and she is a mother, she's a wife, she's a store manager. But to see her maneuver all of this, and her daughter is 16 now, I think. Yes. I saw on Facebook you had a birthday party. Okay.
And we didn't get invited.
Yeah.
Right. You're not 16.
And I think we met probably when she was, I don't know, Cheryl told me, Ms. Pugh told me about 8, 9 years old. And how old is your son now?
19.
19 years old. Congratulations to you all. I know you're proud of Mama, and I know you're proud of your wife, and he stuck by her. So the last thing I will say is this. For those that don't know, I'm real careful with the words that I choose all the time, but this team and this store manager on opening day was told that they would not be successful because they didn't have what it took. As people were coming in the door, as people were shopping, as lots of money was being spent, it's impossible not to be successful the first day when people are crowding your store. So wherever that information came from and however they judge things, I constantly tell Ms. Pugh, I'm glad that's not the vision of Walmart all the time because they would make a lot of mistakes. Thank you for what you do. The numbers, I've had one opportunity to be in your office when the numbers came in. And she screamed like a cheerleader that just won a championship. So thank you again. Anything I can do, let me know.
All right, we've got Councilor Barnes.
Just to say amen, ditto to everything that's been said. What I like about the store, and I go there often, is it's not only the service, but you all have really embraced the community. And what is it, 6 months ago, I did a proclamation on how you embrace the military community. You know, the military going from one place to another, moving every 2 years, you go to a strange environment. It's always good to walk into the Walmart and see that wall with veterans. And by the way, I finally got my picture that you did. To see that wall there. And I had a number of comments from a lot of the young military that go, that they really appreciate that. And so to all of you, appreciate what you're doing. And leadership, it starts with leadership. And so congratulations again on this fantastic achievement.
All right, we've got the Mayor Pro Tem.
Good evening.
Hi.
From Miss Pugh to Miss Pugh.
Yes.
I just want to say congratulations, because they were not expecting you to do as well as you have done. You have done an excellent job. It took a long time to get that store on this side of town. And we talked and we talked and we looked and we looked, and every place we could find land, they couldn't get the deal to go through. And I've been now, I said, Pops, how long have you been on council?
Pops? How long you been on council? How long you been on council? 12.
Well, we tried for about 15 years to get land so that they could put a nice Walmart in South Columbus. And you have made us look good. And I just want to say, keep it up. Thank you, and I appreciate all of you.
Councilor Thomas.
I guess one of the things that I would want to say to you in looking at this group, I'm not surprised that you do what you do in the store. And I guess I'm really not surprised what you do outside. The list of things that Councilor Woodson read that you do for the organizations in our community, you don't have to do that. You know, it's nice that you, but you do it, and if you do it with the same degree of dedication and professionalism that you run that store, and I have no reason to doubt that it's anything different than that. What a tremendous gift you are to our community and to those people who are surrounding you. And so I want to say not only congratulations for what you do on your day job in Walmart, but what you do out in the community. It's really, we appreciate everything that you do for our community. We wouldn't be the same without you. So thanks for everything.
Mr. City Manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and let me just congratulate Ms. Pugh and the team on your success. And I know you've heard a lot about what they like about your store. Well, this is my opportunity to tell you what I don't like. I don't like the fact that every time I come to your store, I can spend no less than $50. I can come in for one item, and when I walk out and look at my receipt, I've spent more than $50 every single time. And so until I can figure that out, I'm not going to like your store.
Well, for everybody out there going, what in the world they talk about at Walmart? Let's tell you why this is so important. Not just that it's a great Walmart store and you got a great team and all that, but everybody on council, everybody in the community and leadership knew that this was a great opportunity. And we were having trouble selling Walmart on it for years, as the Mayor Pro Tem said. And the reason why it's so important to everybody, even if you don't live immediately around there and haven't gone, is because once a Walmart enters a market that's struggling to come back, your receipts and your success is what other restaurants and other stores look at. So as you're voted the #1, and if people see that cash coming in to your store, then they think, hey, I think I'm going to locate my store down there, my restaurant down there. I'm going to sell some shoes down there. A little competition for y'all. But I'll tell you what, the more stores that come in one area, the more people that flock there to shop, because they can hit a couple different places, right? So you helped us create a market and a place where we needed to turn the market around. And that's why it's been so important for the city. Yes, it's one Walmart store, it's much bigger than that. So thank you all for what you do. Let us get this proclamation to you, and congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause, folks. I think we have enough for everybody, but there you go. Oh, congratulations. Congratulations, yeah.
You're always there. I appreciate it.
I got some information you might want to put in your file. Yeah, you know what I mean? Anyway, we've already said our hellos, Eddie, so good to see you. Congratulations. 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 Yeah, so proud of you guys. Thank you. Thank you for making us look good. Thank y'all. Appreciate all your hard work. Appreciate you all so much. Oh, you got a camera? All right, we can do that. Oh, thank you. Okay.
Ben, we gotta finish shaking.
Scooch up, scooch up. There. And then, yeah. All right. Yep. Here we go.
Come on, everybody. Come on. Yeah, we're gonna take a picture. Come on.
y'all.
I'm like this sometimes. I'm 2 and 3 times in there. I'm in there all the time too. And I go in for one item and come out with a bunch of items. It's the way they organize. Yeah, it's the way they organize things that makes you like want to keep going.
All right, next we have a special proclamation recognizing outstanding young man in our community. We want to ask Jarrett Jimerson to come forward, please. And please bring your family forward as well. They all can stand behind you and cheer you on. And we're going to have Counselor Pops Barnes present this proclamation. Pops, can you hit your microphone? There we go. Oh, one more time. There we go.
Well, it's my Mayor and Council. It's my extreme pleasure to read this proclamation. It reads thusly. It says, whereas however effective government may be in serving the needs of its citizens, the soul of our city and its vitality as a place to live and work depend on the relationship of families, friends, and neighbors. And whereas strengthening those bonds is not as much in the hands of institutions or governments as it is in the hearts of people, individuals who volunteer to help people of all ages, races, and religions cope with illnesses or overcome hardships and barriers, adjust to social change, and fulfill their potential. These volunteers are unrecognized, unsung heroes of our society. And whereas Garrett Jimerson, recently named as one of our state's top honorees in 2018, the Prudential Spirit of Community Awards program exemplifies the value of volunteer community service and is a role model to other youth as well as adults in our community. And whereas a surprising number of volunteers in communities across the nation are like Garrett, a student contributing time without expectation of rewards, other than the gratification that comes from helping others. Some of these young people work in established groups, others seek new and unique ways to help others on their own. And whereas recognizing these young volunteers and encouraging others to follow their example is the aim of this nationwide program conducted by Prudential Financial and the National Association of Secondary School Principals. Its aim is to reach into every community to identify and honor these unsung heroes locally, state by state, and then nationally in the hopes that their recognition will serve to stimulate others to volunteer service. And whereas the son of Lane and Debbie Jimerson, Garrett, a senior at Columbus High School, founded the annual Reason for the Season Christmas benefit concert at his church in 2013, an event that has raised $14,000 to support local families in need during the holidays. Garrett has worked directly with recipient families to get to know their needs. He raised enough money from the concert to provide them with back-to-school support as well. And whereas Garrett will attend the University of Georgia, where he will major in biology, after undergraduate school, Garrett plans to go to medical school in preparation to become an anesthesiologist. And through his efforts, Garrett has been awarded Columbus High Page 1 nominee citizenship, the Rotary Youth Leadership Award, the Literary Meet Quartet Regional winner, Youth Leadership Columbus, and Literary Meet Quartet State runner-up. He also serves on Youth Advisory Council, National Beta Club, National English Honor Society, National Social Studies Honor Society, and Mu Alpha Theta. And whereas the citizens of Columbus commend Garrett Jimerson, our Prudential Spirit of Community Award honoree, for his outstanding volunteer contribution to others and to our community. Now, therefore, the Honorable Mayor of Columbus, TERESA Pike Tomlinson, does hereby proclaim Tuesday, March 6, 2018, as Garrett Jimerson Day in the city of Columbus, Georgia.
say a few words and introduce those distinguished-looking folks behind you?
Absolutely. I would just like to say that it is both an honor and a privilege to be the recipient of this proclamation. I started this program a month after I turned 13 with the passing of my grandmother. And I specifically remember the Christmas Eve of that same year, sitting at home, and we always get together down the block with the rest of our family, but I had to delay that because I was busy working on writing some letters to some people within my church, and I think I sent it to 7 or 8 people, to try and conjure up some support to help me make this vision of mine come into fruition. And looking back, there were questions, many questions that were unanswered. First off, I didn't know where I was going to have the program. I didn't know if I was going to have a live band to sing the songs that I wanted to sing. I didn't know if people were going to come and support this and donate money that I could use then to help people in this community. I didn't know the potential impact that I would be able to have on others, but most importantly, I did not know the impact that they would have on me, because for so long I saw my grandmother, who would always graciously give to others, that I never understood really why she did what she did until now. And so really through this program, I just hope that this is a testament of encouragement to youth all around, not just this city, but through the state and the country, that can find motivation in a program such as this and take the problems that they see in this community, or the problems or the situations, special situations and circumstances that they have been given in their life, and take it and do something about it. Because we will never understand the power that we possess unless we do something about the situations that we see in the community.
That's right.
Wow.
So it's an honor and a privilege again to be the recipient, and I just want to thank each and every one of you too as well for your time and your service that you dedicate to making the city of Columbus what it is. And these are my 2 wonderful parents. This is Lane Jimerson and Debbie Jimerson. And so
you got some folks
and we got some more family. I got my grandfather, Paul Jimerson, Diane Jimerson, Shelby Campbell, Barbie Morris, and Webb. I'm sorry. Oh, and there she is. And my aunt is Lisa Weems. So again, it's a privilege and an honor, and I thank you all.
Wow, don't go anywhere. We got lots of folks that want to wish you well. What an impressive young man. You make us so proud. We love having young people come here and hear of their accomplishments. You know, at 18, 17, what are you, 18 yet?
18, yes, ma'am.
18 years old, what you've already accomplished.
Yes.
I mean, good Lord, the things that lay ahead of you. And we're just so thrilled that you're from Columbus, that you're going to, have you made a decision where you're going to school yet?
I got accepted into the University of Georgia
That's right, your
last
dad.
Friday.
All
so
right, all right.
Congratulations.
Well, then, so you can go there and learn and become a physician, then come on back to Columbus Church. All right. So hold on, we got a lot of folks that want to wish you well. We've got Councilor Huff.
Hello again. Can't say enough about your maturity and your vision. For the time that I've been around you, it took my wife and I having a personal discussion at your Christmas concert to determine that you were only 17 years old. We had, I thought you were approaching 18, going on 19 at the time. Your programs have been wonderful. The message has been there for all, but your humble spirit. And for those of you all that hadn't heard him sing, he can really sing. He does it all. He does it all. The conversation that we last had, and I want you to take this with you always, your voice, melodious, deep, wonderful, it carries well. But your humble spirit, you've been holding back a little bit. And I told you last time to let it all go. Let it all go. Brian and his group that got a chance to deal with you, that was why I was able to meet you, and then your father and I got a chance to talk. Hadn't seen him in a while. And your mother sat next to me last time, and we talked. So I was trying to get her to go take a picture with you. So thank you for all you're doing. If there's anything I can do, this council, anybody, let us know. But your spirit, your heart's in the right place. Take that with you to Georgia, and you'll probably get something going there. We'll see Bulldog Country participating in your dream. Thank you.
Councilor, the Mayor Pro Tem.
Good evening. I just want to say congratulations and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Because it will follow you for the rest of your life. And you're a shining example to so many young people who don't know what they need to do in life. All they have to do is watch this. And it'll give them an idea of what they can do. And I'm sure there were some people who said you couldn't do it, you wouldn't do it, but you did it. And I just want to say thank you.
Thank you.
We have, excuse me, Counselor Woodson.
I just want to congratulate you and especially your parents, because your parents have instilled this spirit in you of giving. Your grandmother was a very big part of your life to instill this to you. And at 13, everybody's talking 17 or 18. I'm thinking 13 years old. That is so impressive. And what's so remarkable is you could feel it in your spirit. When you talk and you say what you're contributing to bring love, peace, and happiness to someone, you can feel it across the room. You can see it in your eyes. You can see it in your smile. You can see that it's really coming within you. And that's going to take you far, because in today's society, so many people have lost respect, hope, and you're at your age to be able to shine like that. I mean, it's amazing. It's just beautiful. And I pray that God continues to bless you through your journeys and that you're able to infect others to do the same, to get it going, because that's what our kids need today. They need more young people like yourself to inspire them, to make their dreams come true. And like the Mayor Pro Tem says, and we all experience it, the door gets shut, but you're determined and you see it and you have the faith, and that's what makes you successful. Go to college, come back, and show this community that you're still the same young man that you left. And your parents need to be so proud of you. God bless you in your journey.
Thank you.
Counselor Barnes.
You know, Gary, everyone's pretty much said what I wanted to say. You have so much potential, and it comes from here, and you could see it in your lyrics. But let me tell you, as a grandfather, great-grandfather, let me tell you what was so funny. It was pleasing to see, but it was also funny, too, because as I was reading this here, this was your dad. As I kept going, you saw it just, and I was smiling because I know what it's like when you feel so proud of your child or grandchild. It's overwhelming. But I had to stop a couple of times to look over. Every time I look at you, it was such a marvelous thing to see.
Would you all like to say anything?
No, but we're so blessed. I know several councilmen they show up and support not just his benefit, but other benefits that go to the good of this community. I know y'all do a thankless job. I watch hours of this, and they're forced to watch y'all's meetings as well. But thank y'all for what y'all do. And there's a lot of good going on in our school systems and producing these kind of kids. And we just thank y'all for your leadership.
Well, thank you all so very much. Let's give them a round of applause and come by and let us. Congratulations. So excited for you. Yeah. Okay.
Congratulations, Dad.
Proud dad. Yeah, you want to get a quick picture?
Mom, she was
Oh.
She doesn't operate this camera
Yeah.
very well at all.
Thank you.
Mom, you did great.
Oh, yeah, I know, you're so
That's
proud.
great.
Do you have other children?
A daughter.
A daughter? How old is she? Oh, okay. So
She just graduated from the GA, so she's
fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Congratulations, proud.
Well, we continue to celebrate extraordinary leadership and ingenuity, and generosity is our next one. The generosity of our neighbors at Fort Benning. And so we want to call forward the Fort Benning Fire Department and our folks too. Why don't you come stand behind them? But Fort Benning Fire Department, come on forward. We have a special proclamation recognizing you for the great thing you have done for this community. We need to tell folks about it. And we're going to give the floor to Counselor Mimi Woodson at this time. Good evening, guys. Come on in. You got to all get on the camera, so you're going to have to scooch in a little bit. There you go. All right.
Well, Mayor, like you said, it's such a great honor when we have these types of partnership. That's why we're recognized throughout the whole United States as a Tri-City community, because we always come together to help one another. And so I'm very honored to read this proclamation where it says, whereas the Columbus Fire and EMS would like to recognize the Fort Benning Fire Department of the donation of 42 self-contained breathing apparatus SCBA packs for bottles, 119 spare SCBA bottles, 20 spare SCBA packets, 89 medium SCBA masks, 24 large SCBA masks, 12 vital disc nose covers, 20 SCBA bottles or rings, 17 SCBA buddy breathing hose, 21 SCBA shoulder straps, 34 SCBA head-up display, over 200 various SCBA parts. And whereas this donation has part of the public-to-public initiative through the federal government, which allow government agencies to donate items to local jurisdictions. And whereas by utilizing the public-to-public initiative, this donation will save the city money in replacing the cost of purchasing new SCBA of approximately $200,000 to $300,000. And whereas the Columbus Consolidated Government, Columbus Fire, and EMS would like to thank Fort Benning Fire Department for their extreme generosity. Now therefore, I, TERESA Pipe Thomason, Mayor of Columbus, Georgia, do hereby proclaim Tuesday, March 6, 2018, as Fort Benning Fire Department Day.
All right. Tell us a little bit about how this happened, and we just thank you so much for your generosity and thinking of our community. And introduce yourself first, then you're going to have to introduce the other guys. Don't forget that.
I'm District Chief Stuart Namey.
Yeah.
This is my SCBA technician team, Firefighter Fox, Firefighter Emery, Firefighter Lamb, and Captain Estes, and Firefighter Reschke. This opportunity presented itself while we were transitioning to our new SCBAs. Ran into Lieutenant Hurth at our training grounds while he was conducting some overhaul of, they were going to do some training at our facilities. Yeah. And we were going to have to turn in our old equipment, which we would have had to destroy, which we wanted to put it to good use. It was no good use to us any longer. So we decided that we could try to look into an initiative to turn this over to Columbus.
Wow. So. Thank you so much. And Chief, tell what this means, Chief Myers, what this means to us and how we'll use it in the community.
I'd like to say we could use it during the budget process, but I may be a little premature on that.
I already thought of that one.
Look, this is awesome. Usually we're the department that is able to donate to other departments. So when Lieutenant Hurth and Lieutenant Schill brought this to our attention, it was just a wonderful opportunity. The Fort Benning Fire Department and the Columbus Fire and EMS have worked together for years. The last 5 to 10 years, our relationship has gotten stronger. We've had some mutual rescue training together. We were fortunate and able to use Fort Benning for some of our training needs as we were waiting for our drill tower to be constructed, and now hopefully they're using ours as we reciprocate. It just means so much to me personally and to the department. From what I understand, we've already outfitted some of our trucks with the new equipment with plans to continue that process on. So it means a great deal to us. It's probably financially more than at one time than any grant that we've ever received. So our special thanks to the Fort Benning Fire Department. Thank you all for your professionalism, and just want to recognize you here today. Thank you. Thanks. And I know Lieutenant Shull, where are you, Lieutenant Shull, and Lieutenant Earl, y'all come on up. Mainly because they didn't know they were going to have to come up, but they played an integral part in this as well. So without what their involvement, this wouldn't have been able to happen. So thank y'all too. Thank you, Chief.
Well, thank you guys for seeing an opportunity that we could take advantage of. We talk a lot about public-private partnerships here in Columbus, but with Fort Benning, people sometimes don't recognize because it's a quiet thing, but we have a lot of public-public partnerships going on with Fort Benning. As the chief said, we help out down there, and you guys help us a ton. And so we're so appreciative of this budget relieving donation that's been made. Councilor Huff.
To the Fort Benning Fire Department, thank you so very much for your donation to Columbus. I'm all about partnerships, and this council is too. You all work well together, and I know it's a lot of training that coming off of post Fort Benning into Columbus. I'm sure it's a lot of things that you all coordinate with the Fort Benning station, Fort Benning Road, that Benning Road station there, and I'm sure there's some things coordinated all over town as far as Fort Benning, and congratulations on your 100 years and everything that's been celebrated for a while now. But I do want to say to both departments, thank you for all you do for the community and the kids. I've seen what both departments have done on and off posts with the kids and the fire trucks and the firemen and everything, and the kids really have a great time and get a chance to learn about life-saving opportunities when a fire should occur and they are of a young age. So thank you all for the contribution to the community, to our department, and all that you do. Thank you.
All right. Well, guys, again, thank you so much. We want to shake your hands. Anybody? Oh, we've got one more. Would you like to say a few words? Yeah.
Ma'am, I'd just like to say a couple words. My name is Kevin Clark. I'm the Deputy Director for Emergency Services at Benning. So I represent fire, police, access control. And I think what you all miss is what a great relationship exists here. You know, oftentimes what we see is Columbus is giving to us far more than we give back. So it's so rare that a program exists in the federal government where we can contribute back. And so it's just a great opportunity that we were able to do that. And we're thankful for our friends for all of our friends out there in the fire community, the EMS community. Everybody here works so well together.
Yeah.
And that's just a blessing. So thank you.
It really is. Well, relationship goes both ways. We're so very appreciative for you all on so many different levels. So let's give them a big round of applause, folks. Come around, let us shake your hand, get you this proclamation. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, sir. Appreciate you. Hopefully that's enough for everybody there. Hey there. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for your words. Hey, thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks for recognizing the opportunity. Appreciate you guys. Yeah.
I thought I had to stand in her attention, but she's a marvelous person. Thank you.
How's everything going, man? See you well. We got to get some lunch or something. Hey there, all right. Good to see you. Hey, good to see you. All right, Mike. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. All right. Thanks again.
so amazing. There's such great things.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful? We really do. Yeah.
Great stuff.
Thanks, Chief. Yeah. All right, we've got a couple of more recognitions. We want to give the mic over to our Mayor Pro Tem. You want to hit your microphone there? Our Mayor Pro Tem, Evelyn Pugh, is going to read a couple of resolutions.
Oh,
yeah, sure.
Is that one? Thank you, Mayor. We have a resolution expressing appreciation to Ms. Judith Neal for her meritorious service on the Historic and Architectural Review Board. Resolution to Ms. Paula Johnson for her service on the Building Authority. Mr. Ed Adams for his service on the Board of Zoning Appeals. Mr. Melvin Blackwell for his service on the Crime Prevention Board. And Ms. Annan Wright for her service on the Tree Board. Number for adoption.
All right, we've got a motion and second for adoption. All those in favor, please state aye.
Aye.
All right. And I think that concludes our agenda. So glad to have you all with us so that you too can see some of the extraordinary work and partnership and leadership that goes on in this community. With that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. We got a motion and a second. All those in favor, please state aye. All right, we'll see you back here next Tuesday morning. Thank you all.